Okay, just a quick video to let you know we're, obviously in Texas. Texas Prepper is not in Alabama, so Texas, and we've got a frost coming tonight and possibly, probably Monday night also. So here's what I've done to protect the veggies. Some of y'all can tell me whether or not I have done enough. My understanding is a frost just needs to be protected from falling on the plant. So I've got these covered up. This is a tarp I took off my tub garden way back in the back, and I've got it draped over. The backside is, now on the big plants here, I'll show you the smaller ones, smaller stuff in a second. On the big tall stuff like these tomatoes, it's draped, it's about halfway up the tomato. Really, it's at the top of the tomato plant, but halfway up the cage. Drapes over. The frost should not be able to fall down on the tomato plants. The wind should be, by that time, by in the morning, should be from this direction, blowing this away, and it's going to be light early in the morning. It's heavy right now, and I'll show you what I've done to kind of tie everything down. But anyway, this is what I've done. I'm going to leave it on here 2 days because we've got 2 days of frost, and then I'll probably take it off, and after that they're on their own. I don't think I'm going to do this but one time. But we've got like 1, maybe 2 weeks coming up of 75, 80 degree temperatures, and I know if I can protect them right now, then maybe some of these things will get ripe. And just so you'll understand what I'm talking about, I have just got bodacious tons of tomatoes. Some of them need to get bigger, some of them just need to get ripe. Those are pretty good sized tomatoes down in here. That right there is as big as a softball almost, right there. But anyway, I'm trying to protect them from the next 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow night frost. This is peppers, and what I've done here, these are shorter cages, and so I just covered up really the whole front of them is covered up. Now this is west this way, so afternoon sun they're not going to get. These will get morning sun because the sun is going to come up from this direction. I mean, sun's going to come up over here and shine here, so they're going to get morning sun. These will also get some morning sun, but you're going to get mostly afternoon sun. I'm hoping I can leave it. Heck, I'd like to leave it. If I don't see any damage, if I don't see any problem with leaving it like this, I mean, I'll know in a couple of days if they look stunted, if they look like they're curling or not, I don't know, just not looking healthy. Then I'll know that they need more sun, and I'll take it off. And just watching the weather, I'll take it off and see if I can get some ripeness. That may preclude them from ripening. I don't know. But anyway, putting this up was, of course, a lot of fun in this wind. But let me show you what I did in the front, because the wind, I was getting some strong gusts from the northwest, but it was hitting this stuff, and it was like the sail, and I thought it was going to knock these earth boxes over. So I'm watering right now to make sure they're full, heavy. Of course, these stakes are in the ground. These rebar are down in the ground, so they would have to bend the rebar, push it over. But I also tied off, because of the wind coming from my back, the way where my back is right now. I tied these off to these raised beds I've got. They've got some rods down the middle of them to hold them together, and I just went down there and tied it around, came up here. So I was having some hard winds coming that way, and I thought this was going to knock the earth boxes over. But I think, I think that I got her done. Got one long piece on these first 4, and then this last one's all solo by itself, and hopefully it's enough to keep the frost from falling down on it. That's going to be the problem, is frost falling down on the plant. I think, now maybe y'all will say, no, anytime if there's frost anywhere around, I don't know what you're going to tell me, but go ahead and tell me anyway. Tell me what you're doing to protect yours. If you're in a place where this is going to be your first frost, what have you done? What are you doing? I started to pull all the tomatoes. Somebody left me a comment and told me how they store tomatoes through the winter, and it sounds like a great idea, and I'm going to do it. I was going to try to stretch out some of these, try to get some of them, these are this size to up to this size, and I was trying to get some of them ripen on their own, but that may or may not happen in the next week or so if I do keep them alive. I'm hoping to do that tonight. I mean, I got some hard wind, and if I didn't tie it down as good as I did, I mean, I went around it, as you can see down the sides here, and then I went over the top too in several places. So I've got it tied down. I am grateful for baling twine. I have got a bunch of it. It comes in a roll that you'll never use up the rest of your life. Anyway, here it is. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you're doing, or if you're just going to suffer the loss. I started to, like I say, but I didn't. Look, I want you to look, man. This is a red snapper, and it's just loaded down with maters, as is that one. I had to pick some of these up because they were leaning over, falling over. So anyway, that's what I did, and I'm sticking to it. Look at that one red snapper right there. I mean, it's just loaded. That Hausenator right there, loaded. So trying to save them. They're worth saving, dadgum. Next year I'll plant quicker. This year I think I planted late July, early August, and I think that's when I planted the seed, started the seed. And I'll do quicker next year. I'll do June maybe, and maybe we can get these things ripened off before we get a frost. Anyway, thought I'd show you this, and again, let me know what you're doing. Give me some comments down below. Tell me what's going on in your life. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you later. We are gone.